Hello designers and welcome back. In this lecture we're going to be learning one new tool, very interesting tool, which is the width tool. Okay, now this is the width tool here. Okay, this is the width tool, and from here you can see what it does, right? Vary the thickness of strokes along their paths. Okay, so it varies the thickness of strokes along their path. That's just what it does. So I'm just going to demonstrate the width tool with a line here. Okay, so select the width tool and come and select the width tool. Select the width tool. Just come on your stroke and click and drag. Now can you see what's happening? When we leave it, we can see that we've illustrated something that looks like a leaf with our width tool, right? So it kind of tapers the both ends and varies their width, right? Okay, and this again, we can have something like this depending on what you want to create and depending on where you choose or where you choose to put it. The width tool will give you different designs. Okay, different designs. As you can see, I'm having different designs depending on my location of effects. Okay, so as you can see, this is what the width tool does for you. Perfect. Very simple but interesting tool, right? Yeah. Perfect. This is the width tool for you. So I have come up with a few drawings here to use for demonstration purposes, so as to demonstrate to you the effect of the width. So I'm just going to select them. I'm going to make my stroke the least size, and I'm going to select my width tool. Okay, so when I come to the drawings and just drag like this, you can see that immediately the sizes increase, right? You can just undo and bring the sizes and make it happen here. Make this also happen like this. Okay, and I can just use my I'll just use my direct selection tool and try to make this come deeper so as to meet this other one, right? And then the next thing to do is select our drawing here, use the width tool to kind of create this effect. So we're trying to illustrate a leaf, and the width tool do just a perfect job. Okay. Just perfect. Drag it out, drag it out, drag it out, drag it out, and drag it out a bit, drag it out. Perfect. For this one, so drag it. Okay. Perfect. As you can see, we now have our beautiful leaf design courtesy of the width tool. You can do same with this guy. Select our width tool, drag it out, drag it out, and drag it out. Perfect. Yeah, so this is what we've been able to come up with our width tool. So there's one more thing I want us to do. I want us to create a font. okay, to create a type with the width tool. So what I want you to do is just come here, hold and click the rectangular grid tool. So what does this tool do? This tool creates grids. Okay, so when you click, you see that the option come out, and then we now have the size, which is the width and the height. We all have them at 100 points. We have the horizontal dividers, we have the vertical dividers, we have the skew, but we're going to leave it at 0, but we don't want a skew effect. And then that's for the horizontal and also for the vertical, and that's okay. And immediately you see it creates this kind of grid for us. Okay, so that's of course with the settings, which are 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? Perfect. So what we want to do is we don't want to use this these options. We just want to make this 0 and 0, okay, and then okay, so that it creates just one. Okay, so we want these grid lines to serve as our protection for our fonts, right? So all you need to do then is to select and then hold down Alt and drag out like this, so as to get a tiny space in between them. Come to edit, and then I'll come to object, and then transform, and then transform again. Now this will do the previous action, and the shortcut is Control D or Command D on your Mac, right? So Control D. So when we select it and Control D, we see that we have another box here with the same distance. Then Control D, Control D, Control D. Okay, so what I want us to write is floral. Okay, so you can use any tool you deem it fit to create this, but I would like to create kind of a cursive font. Okay, a cursive font. I'm going to use my pen tool so as to have quite a bit of control. Okay, so this the F, letter F. Need to select this, connect this guy, and just make our F more interesting. Select our anchor points and drag it out like this, and then use our pen tool back again. Just kind of create an F like this. Okay, perfect. And so create the other part of the letter F. Okay, so this will stand for F, and then we want the next one, which is L. Okay, so the L should start like this. Okay, and you can use any tool you are most familiar with. You can use the curve tool if you want, you can use the pen tool if you want, you can use whatever tool. I'm just going to use the pen tool. Drag this out like this, and the next letter to create is letter O. So for this, I'm going to use the curvature tool. Click here, click here, click here, click here. Sorry, click here, click here, and click. Yeah, let's just click here to complete it. Okay, perfect. Then the next one is the R. I'm just going to take this guy and bring him like this. Okay, I'm going to select this guy. Should I use this? Let me just select this guy and drag him like this too. And what I am then going to do is just select this anchor point and delete it. Select my pen tool, connect to the previous point and drag it out like this. Drag it out like this and release. Okay, come on, do some little adjustments here. Okay, and finally create the leg for R. Perfect. Floral, and then we have the letter A to create. What can we copy from our existing shapes? Let me just copy this guy, drag him here, and kind of edit it like this. Then just have one other one looking like this. Does it look good? No, I don't feel it. Let's just create a new one. Okay. And then select our anchor point here. Just adjust it like this. It all depends on what you want to create, okay? The type of cursive font or whatever type of font you want to create, okay? And then we want this part, okay? And finally, we're going to floral. L is the last letter rather, and just select this L and drag it out like this. So we have our font, the floral written. So just delete the grid which we created. Just delete them and marvel at your work. So select this guy, make it big just to create some kind of design. Okay, make him big, something like this. Yeah, so the next thing to do is to use our width tool to achieve some nice effects, right? So let's start with F. Select this guy, come to width tool, and let's just come to the middle here and create this kind of effect. Perfect. Do same here. Perfect. Do same here. Like this. Fine. Then for this guy, do same here and do same here. This guy, drag it here. Okay. And of course you can create several points depending on what you want to create. It all depends on what you want to create. Okay, I could have the point like this. Okay, it all depends on what you want to create, really. Drag this guy, drag this other guy. We want to make this guy bigger. Okay, we're going to make this guy smaller. Who knows? Make this guy bigger. Okay, and just drag drag this one like this, and this like this, and this like this, and this like this, and this like this, and finally this like this. Okay, so nothing too interesting, just for demonstration purposes. We definitely can come up with better fonts than this. Okay, the next thing I want you to do is please select this guy, this one that says flora, and please now we can just drag out our design like that, like this, and then just kind of group this and group, or Control G for group, and arrange, bring to front. This is what we then have. And we can reduce the sizes. And when we reduce the size, of course, you see, as we reduce the size, it gets thicker. And we don't want this to happen. We just want the size to be this thick. So the thing you can do to avoid that is just come here to objects and expand appearance. You can come again and just expand. Okay, so what it does is it breaks this point, it turns it from a stroke to an actual shape. It turns them from strokes to actual shapes. Okay, the problem with this is you can't go back to edit the strokes. The only thing you can edit is the anchor point now of the new shape it has created. Okay, so we don't want to do any more edits, so just that's why we expanded the whole thing. So for this, you can now come and select your color or whatever thing you want to fill it with. Now, one other thing we can do is just edit copy, edit paste in front. Okay, then just use your arrow keys to shift it backwards. Okay, and then make and then just make this darker. And you know what I want to do? The next thing I want to do is just select arrange send backwards. So it kind of appears like a shadow effect. Okay, not too attractive for me, but you get the point. You get the lesson I'm trying to pass on to you here, right? Yeah, so that's just what we've been able to create with just the width tool. Okay, with just the width tool. So the width tool is a very great tool, and you can just knock yourself out with the width tool, create as much things as you want. In the next video, it will be an assignment. Most probably you'll be required to use the width tool to create stuff. That should be the next upload video, though not the next video. The next video should be on the blend shape tool. Okay, yeah, the blend shape tool. And with this, we've come to the end of our lecture. See you in the next one.